Hello again. Today we are in part 3 of PHP for beginners. Last video we learned how to make variables here, how to access this variable inside HTML. We will not use HTML anymore because everything what I will teach you from now and later, what you can write here inside PHP tag, you can write it also inside PHP tag inside the HTML. So we will not use this anymore. We will use echo to display it in the DOM. So I will delete this and I will keep this. So this is, we learn how to make variables. We learn two kinds of data, the string and numbers, and we will learn how to deal with this and learn how we do cool stuff with this two kind of data. But I want to teach you today how to make constant. And how to make constant, it's like const in JavaScript, if you know JavaScript. So, but in PHP we do it because in PHP there is no let or var or const word. So this is exactly what you need to declare or define a variable. Just the $sign and the word. So how to make constant? We use a function called define. So define and curly brackets, and this function, don't forget the semicolon, take two parameters. The first one, it's a string, and this is the name of the variable or the constant. So, and usually we make it in capital letter in PHP. You can't do what you want, but this is like convention in PHP between the developer. So if you want to make a constant, make it all in capital letter. So let's say again name. So when you see or when you use a name in capital letter, we know this is already constant and we cannot overwrite constant. And here we write the value. So I will make it like Mario, missed it, Mario. So this is Mario. To access this constant, let's say echo, as we write before, and directly we write name and close. So this is should be work. And I need to check if that's work or not. And go down here. If I refresh, I get Mario. So this is a constant. So what's mean constant? It's mean you cannot overwrite it. So if I say I want to reassign the name to something else, like I want to give it a value, another value like Mike, for example. it's already give me an error, syntax error. So let's say we change it in the same function. So you cannot do this already, syntax error. So, but what if we change it here? I want to make it Mike. Save. So here we echo the name, but we defined it here with Mario. Here we overwrite, but because it's constant, this should not work. We should get an error. So let's check what we'll have. Notice constant name already defined in here on line 6. So and it's Mario's. That's you get an error and you didn't overwrite it. It's still working. So if you noticed, you still have access to the name. It's Mario. And here you get an error like it's already defined. The error on line 6 and the name is already defined. So let's check the error again. It's constant name. It's already defined in the index.php. So you cannot reassign a constant or override constant. So if you want to create something and you don't want to change it, or anybody change it, or any function change this value, you can make it like this by use the function define. The first, it's the constant name, and the second, it's the value. So this is how you make a constant, and should be capital letter. Not should be, you can make it whatever you want, but it's like for to make it easier for developer, so he know it's constant. When you access something like this, echo. So when I see a capital letter variable, so I know already this is a constant, not a normal variable. And this is how we make it. And let's learn something more about, so this is the how we create a constant. So let's continue with string. There is built-in function inside PHP which help you to deal with some kind of data. So let's say string. So what if you want to connotate to string or more? For example, this is name, it's a string. Let's make another string and we call it last name. So the last name would be Smith. So how you can use it both of them? So you can equal this, for example, and you can equal this. Nope. What I did. So let's go the last name. So this will not work if you want to put this beside each other. So you can put a point between them and this is how you concatenate two strings, but in this situation they will be stuck together. So let's check. It will be Mike Smith between any space between them. So what you can do to solve this, you can put another conjugate, and in between of them you put string, an empty space string. So you are concatenate three string, the first one, the second one, and the empty string, and there is empty space here. So this is will make space between these two. So let's check this out and refresh, and we have Mike Smith. So this is how we can concatenate two strings together. So if you want space, you can just do this between them, and you just need to put point to concatenate two strings. Okay, this is everything for this video. I will see you on part 4 to then.